Hi, and welcome back to Spine and Rehab Specialists. I'm Earl Hayden, one of the physical therapists here, flying solo for today because Chris is on vacation. But today I'm going to show you 5 different exercise sequences you can do that if you just had twisted your ankle or had an ankle sprain. So first exercise you can do is very basic, is just the basic ankle alphabet. So all you're going to do, let's say this is my injured side, I'm going to be moving the foot around, making the shapes of all the letters in the alphabet, A through Z. Okay, nice big capital letters. Nothing fancy on this one. You're just doing that A through Z a couple of times, making the motions as big or as small as whatever is comfortable for your ankle at that time. 2 or 3 times should be good for most. Next thing you want to do after getting comfortable with just moving that foot around, you can probably do an ankle 4-point or a 4-way ankle just using a band. Now normally this is better with someone holding onto the band for you, but if you don't have anyone to hold onto the band for you, you can use a table like so. Just wrap. I'm using a CLX band by TheraBand. These are very handy. So I'm going to put one end on my foot like so. And you start with, pointing the foot down, doing something like that. But if you want to work on pulling the foot towards you, you want to use something that's not going to move, like a table right here. And then from here, you can work on going sideways, this way, okay? Or bring it back this way, pulling the band towards you, like so. So anywhere between like 15 to 30 repetitions or till you can't do anymore should be good. So the next exercise you want to do is making sure that you can put weight through the feet and being able to stand up on your toes, like so. Nothing crazy. You can hold on to something to help you balance. So just going up and down, really getting those heels as high as you can. If that becomes really easy, let's say you can do 30 reps and you're not having any pain, you can definitely do that while standing on one leg. Of course, you want to work on being able to lift up the toes as well, okay? And once that becomes pretty easy, you can do longer holds, anywhere between the 5-20-second holds, or even working on walking on your heels, like so, just to work on the endurance of those muscles on the front of the leg and make sure you're nice and stable on the front of the ankle. So once you feel pretty strong with, doing the exercise with the band for the ankle, or even just standing up and down the toes, you want to work on make sure you can balance, support yourself on one leg. So you can do balancing like so. So you can have something close to you at first, just have the fingertips on there and just stay there. Once that becomes pretty easy, you feel pretty secure, take your hand away from the table or whatever you're holding on to. Once that's pretty easy, you can do this with your eyes closed. Again, trying to keep yourself as still as possible. If that's pretty easy, you can always go to an unstable surface. Here I'm using an Eric's pad or a foam pad and just standing on there and just working on staying as still as possible. This can also be done with the eyes closed. Again, just trying to stay as still as possible. So next exercise, to progress the single leg balancing, you want to make sure the rest of the leg is nice and strong. So once you're good with the balancing, you can do a single leg Romanian deadlift or single leg RDL. So if you need to, you can start with your hand on something just to give you that balance, and the leg that you're standing on, you're just going to stay there, the knees relaxed, and you're going to push that other leg back. So the way it's going to look like is this. Reach back with the hips, come back up, reach back, knees relax, keep the glutes tight, and all this straight as well. Once that's pretty easy, if you're not having any problems, you do that without any support and working through that motion, okay? The feet should stay flat. If that's too easy, you can definitely do that on an unstable surface, working on that. And that will challenge all those small stabilizing muscles in the ankle and the rest of the leg. The last thing we're going to do is just the basic squat. You want to make sure you're comfortable at that ankle with squatting motions. So again, you should be able to come down and let those knees travel forward normally. You shouldn't be right here where the knees don't travel forward. So remember, it's like sitting in a chair. We're coming down. Knees are coming forward, hips are going back, all at one shot. Once that feels pretty comfortable, you're doing 30 repetitions a set, not having any problems, you can progress that to trying to do a lunge. So just taking a little step forward, coming back down. The main thing with the lunge is you're taking a step forward, big step, and dropping the back knee towards the floor and pushing up through the whole front foot, everything just staying straight. If you're good with a stationary lunge, you could definitely do a walking lunge. And if that's easy enough, you can also work on doing lunges in multiple directions. All right, and those are 5 different exercise sequences you can do if you've had an ankle sprain. So make sure to join us next week for some more ideas on other exercises to get you moving. And be sure to join us tomorrow for our Thirsty for Knowledge Thursdays, where one of our other physical therapists, Anthony Durant, will tell you more about ankle sprains, how they happen, what they are, and how we can help you more with those here at Spine and Rehab Specialists.